So if you're trying to come and do Viscous Valley, it's March 2024 and currently the Viscous Valley opening up here is closed. They have maintenance going on because they're resurfacing the entrance for A470, and you can't go down Viscous Valley here, but you can join it by coming off of Melted Welly. So let's go down Melted Welly and I'll show you how to get into Viscous Valley if anybody watches this channel and is interested in trying to do that this year. Viscous Valley. Hello you absolute legends, and thank you so much for joining me. I'm really hoping that if you are watching this video, like me, you're a bit new to mountain biking. Maybe you've had a couple of accidents and you've lost your confidence, and I hope, particularly if you're a little bit older, at the ages of 40, 50 plus years old, that when we do fall off, those accidents do cause injuries that do take a little bit of time to go ahead and get ourselves back on the bike and riding again. I think one of the best things that I've promoted that hopefully you've seen is group rides are a massive way to improve your confidence and competence on the bike. You learn so much and you get time in the saddle. Coaching is incredibly important, and following that philosophy that I discovered here at Bike Park Wales for the first time, pre-ride, re-ride and free ride. But instead of doing all of those rides again, this time I wanted to show a quick comparison, or a comparison of what my first pre-ride of a trail is, pre-ride of Viscous Valley for the first time here, compared to my best ride. Now, these conditions are actually prime, and this was my first time ever riding the trail, very cautiously and looking at the features. You're then, of course, going to see me do my best ride, which isn't in the most favourable conditions. In fact, it's actually sloppy, it's raining. But because of that coaching and that group rides that I've joined, and also from riding trails multiple times, now knowing what the formula is, I actually ride it in much poorer conditions, but I feel much more competently. And I'm really, really excited of this comparison. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump onto Viscous Valley now. It starts off of the Melted Welly because the top section is being refurbished at the moment. We're then going to jump into Viscous Valley. I'll let you see me going down the trail here, and I am checking out the features, and I'm not sure about one of them, so I re-evaluated. You may have seen that in another video. And this is obviously my pre-ride attitude and the way that I'm taking on this trail. I then will jump into my free ride bonus, which is actually my 6th or 7th ride of this, and I'm really again happy with what's happened. So let's jump into Viscous Valley, my first time down here in prime conditions, and then have a little comparison of what it was like on my 6th, 7th or 8th ride, where I feel I did much better in much poorer conditions following that philosophy. They've shut the top of Viscous Valley. This is, I think, where they said to go to. Okay, that's interesting. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, that is quite techy. Oh, that's a heck of a drop. Nurse. One can only assume. Oh. Whoa, that, I didn't feel that I got that one correct. This is a lot more techy than I imagined. So GoPro lies. It didn't look this techy in the videos I've watched. That was not pleasant, and that wasn't very well done either. That's okay, that's okay, that's okay, that's okay. Do I want to try that again? I don't know. Where do you try Where's that again from? I can try from here. Maybe. Well, that's a bit better. Not brilliant, but oh, isn't this beautiful through here? He says. Right, where the heck am I going? Yeah, because it's difficult to see the trail. Okay. Right, so we're coming to the end of this lower section of Viscous Valley here, and it actually joins into what it was actually is melted Welly. I'm just going to come up here to the chaps now. Now, obviously the chaps are up at the top here, and what we did is have a short chat, and then we carried on to the next section of Viscous Valley. Again, this is my first time here. I'm following Ashley, a really lovely chap. You'll meet Ashley and Matt in a later video, because they are lovely people, and they really did help me on this group ride day on achieving some brilliant goals and riding some of the first red trails I'd ever ridden before, including this one, which is Viscous Valley. So we'll just do that last section, and then what we're going to do is jump into my best ride, and I do hope you can see that complete transformation. Not massively, but for someone who's quite new, and after seeing this video of my first ride, definitely a decent amount of progression on my best ride, which will be coming up after this section here. Okay, so you can't get down Viscous Valley up here at the moment, which is where you would normally join it, so we're going to go down Melted Welly. And hopefully, if you come with me, I've done this a few times. I've done my pre-ride, my re-ride and free ride of Viscous Valley, and, well, let's see if I can do it a bit better with a bit more practice. Again, I've got nothing to prove. We're coming down Melted Welly here to get onto Viscous Valley, because say that top section is closed, so we have to join it through the forest here. And it's just when we get into the forest, you're going to see Viscous Valley is going to come off here just to the right. You can sort of see it over my right hand side now, so I'm going to slow it down a little bit. Whoopsie daisy. There we go. We just come round these berms. And as we come around these berms, now we're going to cut off here to the right. See the arrows? This is Viscous Valley. So let's give this a go and see if I've learned anything with my recent coaching session and practice. Right, there we go. I remember when I first did this trail, I was like, oh my gosh, this looks a lot gnarlier than what GoPro shows, because we all know GoPro lies. Yes, that's right. You heard it here first. GoPro lies. There we go. A bit better. You just got to watch, because it's a lot of rooty drops, and just you know, using that method to get over rooty drops, really, as I learned on my last coaching session, jumps and drops. Hopefully making my coach proud going down Viscous Valley today. Now, I will warn you, if you're doing Viscous Valley, not this section here, because obviously you can do this as slow as you want, but we're going to go across a straight bit now, and it's where I first stalled. As we go down here now, you're going to start to pick up speed, so just watch yourselves on this trail. You can pick up a lot of speed. Now we're going to take a right in a minute, and this is where it starts to get quite quick. So, you know, as I'm doing now, sort of reining it in, and we'll drop down to the right, and you can get faster and faster, but it's got lots of roots. So, sort of like reining it in a little bit. And this one's off camber, so I just lifted my front wheel then, because that was off camber. And I didn't like that. So I just pulled my front wheel up. Oh my gosh, my coach would be so proud of me. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. My coach would be so proud of me on that. Wow. Wow. Oh, bit of air. Oh, cheeky. Oh, that was cheeky. Oh, mate, Sam. I know you've probably never seen any of my videos, but my coach, Sam Kopp, he's from Katie Curd Coaching, and Sam is amazing. And I wouldn't have been doing this without his help. I've had a couple of sessions with him, learning mountain biking basics, and also jumps and drops. And it's through his help and practice that I honestly feel I've been able to get more comfortable on these trails. So this is Viscous Valley. Now this is a pedally bit. I'll probably speed up here because you've got to pedal to carry on Viscous Valley. You come up here because this is kind of the trail that merges with Melted Welly. But yeah, you've got to pedal up here. And we'll do a little bit more of Viscous Valley, which just goes off to the right here. And then into Surfing Bird, which with that trail also, that's my 4th time doing it, but I'm a bit, well, I don't know if I'm as comfortable with Surfing Bird now as I am Viscous Valley. And Tracy, the ambassador for Bike Park Wales, if you are watching this video, I was talking with Anna today and saying how amazing you are. Tracy is one of the ambassadors for Bike Park Wales. If any of you are solo riders, just pop a comment in the Bike Park Wales group chat or the Bike Park Wales page, and she'll hook you up with some upcoming group rides, particularly for solo riders. And if anybody during the week or at weekends, they're going to start doing more, and particularly ladies. They're going to be ladies events, because I believe, just like everyone in Bike Park Wales believes, that more people riding mountain bikes equals more fun. And that's a scientific fact proven by me and nobody else.